What's up everybody, and in today's video we're going to be installing the best and the cheapest front lip that you can put on your WRX. Feel like every time that I have a little time to work on my car, I got neighbors cutting the grass, or there's too much noise outside, but I have to get this video done. So I had this same type of lip on my STI, and it cost me, I believe, around $80, or it was under $100 that the lip cost me. And in reality it's good because I never really had a problem with it. So in reality it was good. I never really had any problems with that lip from the old lip, and actually it never got destroyed or anything like that. It has a bunch of holes in it. I did everything to it and it still works. So the lip that we're talking about today is actually an eBay lip. It actually costs around $75. It's almost the same type of material as my old lip, but it's a little bit more softer. It's like more flimsy, but it's still pretty good. So this is the lip that I got from eBay. It's a nice cheap lip, and it's a little bit more flimsy than my old one, but it actually still works. It has holes here for the bumper. The bumper here has 2 holes for you to bolt in. Everything else you're gonna have to drill holes into your bumper. So this is my old lip. It's a little bit, it's dirty, it's used. It has a bunch of holes in it, and I've also made holes myself around here because I had like a front splitter back 2 years ago. So I had to make extra holes, but in reality it's basically the same. It's just this one looks a little bit more sturdier than that one over there. This one has been a little bit warped. I'm guessing it's because it's just been sitting on, standing in a certain way. But difference between this one and that one is that over here they don't have the holes, or this one has the holes, that one doesn't have the holes, so you're gonna have to be making holes yourself. That one does have holes around this area. So this one does have holes around here, but doesn't have holes on the corners. So you will be tapping into your bumper, making holes. So this splitter comes with actually this hardware. It's like a lot of small bolts and nuts, and there goes a bolt over there. Small bolts and nuts. My old one had these type of screws that just screw into the bumper. And in reality, I prefer these ones, the screw ones, because I think it will be easier to actually install on the bumper right here. It also comes with these little brackets. These little brackets are supposed to go around here to because there's going to be a space between here, so the bumper's going to ride it right here, and this space is going to be here to the bumper. So you use brackets to have that little space and actually bolt it to the bumper. But I'm not entirely sure if I'm still going to be using these brackets. I used it in the beginning with that one, but then I didn't use them afterwards, and it was working perfectly fine. So the plan now is to, god dang it. So the plan now is to actually get the lip up to the middle point right here, get these holes lined up, and then put these 2 bolts in. Because the bumper does have the holes already here. Line them up and bolt them together so you can actually have the middle base. And then after that I'm going to start drilling the screws on the corners. The corners don't have the holes either, so you kind of have to drill through the splitter, through the lip into the bumper, and then have it that way. And then I'm going to slowly walk my way in, screwing in those other holes and making sure that there's no gap in between the bumper. Now these bolts are already in. This is how they are installed here. Just make sure that they're tight. I have them hand tighten it. I'm gonna make sure that I tighten them up after I put everything together. Now we're gonna be taking the side corners and I'm gonna make sure it's nice and lined all the way up, and then I'm gonna drill a hole. We're not gonna drill, I'm gonna screw with the drill and all the way screwing the lip all the way to the bumper. Just make sure that it's nice and tight up, and so you know it's tight. And then we're gonna go all the way forward, all the way to the all the sides, and make sure that all these are nice and tight and you don't have no gaps. So these parts, especially these corners right here, you're gonna have to drill pretty tightly. You might have to use an extra screw, but make sure you screw like right in the corner so it's nice and tight, and then right here, and etc. So I'm gonna start drilling the corners first, and then I'm gonna go to the middle. Alright, so it's all installed, and I mean, it's not going to be perfection, but you can actually make it work. And I don't really see, there's no huge gaps. You can kind of see some parts where you might be able to see some type of light, and the little corners are kind of iffy, but I got a bolt into those corners to kind of close the gap better. And it looks just like my STI looked. I really don't have no complaints at all. So here's the lip installed already there. I'm trying to see if you can kind of see a little bit of light coming through, but it's pretty hard to see on camera. I think right there you might be able to see something if I pull it down. Right there, I'm not entirely sure, but you can kinda, it's very extremely minimal, but everything is installed, and I actually got everything done right here, and everything is done. It's all screwed in, and I really like these type of screws. They're pretty good, they're pretty strong. So if your kit does not come with these screws, I consider buying these screws. They are pretty good, and I've been using these for years, and these are the same ones that I've been using on my STI since 2 years ago. Well, because I can't finish my video outside because everybody is cutting the grass today on my little time off that I have before going to work. If you guys are interested in the lip costs around $75, and that is including shipping. I will leave the link on the description below so you guys can check it out. If you want it, you want it. If you don't buy it, get something more expensive, but it is something cheap. You know that we scrape even stock bumpers up, and if you just want something that you might scrape and replace sometime in the future, just get this one. It's a quick, it's easy, it's cheap, it doesn't really break the bank, and it's something that I've been using for a while on my STI, and now I'm doing it on my new WRX, and it's probably gonna stay there until it gets destroyed or I decide to replace it, but I don't think so. I like how it looks. It's simple, you know. It's not. I'm not looking for anything big and flashy. It's simple, and that's all I'm gonna put. If you guys have any questions, just leave me a comment below. Give me that like. Those likes do really help these videos, you know, to push out to more people and get more views, and then more views mean more content. But if you guys have any questions, just leave me a comment below. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Sweaty.